Afternoon to everyone, especially to Sir William. We are the Group 3 and our topic for today is the first mass in the Philippines. But before that, let me introduce our group members.
I am Juliana May Urain.
I am Sherilyn Mangunay.
I am Jasmine Campo Lacsina.
I'm Ria Iliables. I'm Crystalline Nicomedes. I'm Arjun Manalisca. And I'm Lara Joyce Pareto.
Let's proceed to the abstract of the first mass. In 1998, the National Historical Institute officially settled the long-standing controversy over the site of the recorded first mass in the Philippines on March 31, 1521 between Limasao, Southern Leyte, and Masao in Butuan City, Mindanao. So first, let us know what is the meaning of National Historical Institute. National Historical Institute is the promotion of the Philippine history and the cultural heritage through the research. It is responsible for the conservation and preservation of the Philippine historical legacies. This topic or this report explain the claims of the first mass held in Limasawa or in Butuan City, Mindanao. Next.
Who is Francisco Albo? He was a Greek sailor of the 16th century. He was part of the Magellan's Elcano expedition, ending the trip as pilot of the Victoria. He was the captain of one of Magellan's ship, Trinidad, and also one of the 18 survivors of Victoria's ship.
Antonio Pigafetta was an Italian explorer and chronicler na kilala sa kanyang detailed account of the first circumnavigation of the world na pinamumunuan ni Ferdinand Magellan noong 16th century. Siya ay bahagi ng ekspedisyon ni Magellan noong 1519 and his writings are one of the most important sources of information about the journey. Sa kanyang mga ulat, he documented the customs, culture, and languages of the place they visited, making his work a significant historical record of navigation and colonialism.
So ano nga ba ang Albus Logbook? On the 16th day of March 1521, they sailed in a westerly course from the Southland towards the north. Albus Logbook. So ano nga ba muna ang Albus Logbook? On the 16th day of March 1521, they sailed in a westerly course from Ladrones. They saw land towards the northwest, but owing to many shallow places, they didn't approach it. They found later that it was named was Yunagan. So, yung logbooks, siya yung primary source document na naglalaban ng mga tala ng paglalakbay ni Magellan sa Pilipinas noong 1521. Ito ay sinulat ni Antonio Pigafetta, isang kronista na sumama kay Magellan sa kanyang paglalakbay. So, this passage tells us that Magellan expedition encountered a new island, Yunagan, but were unable to land due to the presence of shallow waters. It's important to note that the exact location of Yunagan is still debated by historians. Some believe it could be one of the islands in the Visayas region of the Philippines, while others suggest may it be different island altogether. So they went instead that same day southwards to another small islands named Suluan and there anchored. They saw some canoes, but dispute at the Spaniards' approach. This island was 9 and 2/3 degrees north latitude. So dito, this passage describes that the events were Magellan's expedition on a particular day. So, nagdedetalye ito ng kanilang pagdating sa isla ng suluan sa Visayas region at kung paano umiwas ang mga lokal sa mga dayuhan dahil sa kanilang tao or yung kanilang pag-aalinlangan. Departing from those two islands, they salted westward to an uninhabited islands of Gada, where they took in a supply of food and water. The sea around that islands was free from shallows. Albo does not give the latitude of this island, but from Pigafetta's testimony. This seems to be Aquada or Humonhon at 10 degrees north latitude. So, it means dito nag-stop over ang expedition para mag-replenish ng kanilang supply habang patuloy sa paglalakbay at ang place na ito ay sa lugar na ngayon ay kilala bilang Humonhon Island sa Eastern Samar. From that island, they sailed westwards towards a large island named Selani that was inhabited and was known as Havgold. Selani, or as Pigafetta calls it, Ceylon, was the island of Leyte. So this passage describes the expedition journey from Gata to Ceylani, likely yung tinatawag na Sri Lanka, highlighting their interest in exploring new lands and seeking resources. However, the passage contains significant error regarding the pagkakasunod-sunod ng Ceylani as yung tinatawag na Leyte. Sailing southwards along the coast of the large island called Masua. That island is also at a altitude of 9 and 2/3 degrees north. The explorer were traveling down the southern coast of Ceylani and then changed direction to head southwards to reach the islands of Masawa, na kilala ngayon bilang Limasawa or tinatawag na Limasawa. So the latitude mentioned helps pinpoint the island's geographical location, which is around the southern part of Philippines near Leyte. And here are Jen Madalastas to discuss about Pigafetta's account.
So, Pigafetta's account. Saturday, March 16, 1521, Magellan expedition sighted the highland name of Samal, which was some 300 leagues westward, Landrons and Marian's Island. So nung Saturday po, March 16, 1521, we can often a highland at the distance of 300 leguas from the island of Latroni, island of name of Samal. And the following day, nung Sunday, March 17, the following day, the Captain General decided to land on another island which was uninhabited and lay to the right of the above-mentioned island in order to be more secure and to get water and have some rest. He had 2 tents set up on the shore for sick and had a sow killed for them. And then Monday, March 18, in the afternoon of their second day on the island, the saw of a boat coming towards them, then with 9 men in it. On March 18, a boat carrying 9 men arrived at the shore, and the Captain General ordered no one to move or speak without his permission. The men was greeted with joy and gifts, including fish, palm wine, figs, and 2 coconuts. The native promised to bring more food within 4 days. Coconuts, is a staple food for the natives, providing them with bread, wine, oil, milk, and vinegar. The native use the husk of the fawn to make a liquor which they gather in bamboo canes. The marrow substance, which is refreshing substance, is eaten fresh with meat and fish, and the water is used to make oil and vinegar. Will also be made from the coconut, and the palms resemble date palms but are less. There were two springs of water on that island of Homonhon. Also, they saw there some indication that there was a gold in this island. Consequently, Magellan renamed the island and called in the watering place of the good omen. March 22, at noon, the natives returned. This time, they were in two boats and they brought food supplies. On March 22, men arrived with a coconut, sweet orange, palm wine, and a cook to show as the plaques in the district. They exhibited great choice item from us. The senior was an old man with the gold earrings and armlets. We stayed 1 week and visited the sick daily, providing them with the coconut water, nervy people, and cup-free headness with the holes in the ears wearing cotton cloths and anointing themselves with the coconut and seed oil. They have a black hair and use gold adorned with weapons and have similar boats. And Monday, March 25, in the afternoon, the expedition weighed onshore and left the island of Homonhon. In the ecclesiastical calendar, this day was the feast day of Incarnation, also called the Feast of Annunciation, and therefore Our Lady's Day. Holy Monday, March 25, while waiting anchor, the narrator fell into the sea while fishing. He catch hold and then mainsail clogger net and was rescued by a small boat. The rescue was aided by the Virgin's Mercy. The narrator shaped their course between four small islands, Sinalo and Ibuson and Averian. The route taken by the expedition after leaving Homonhon was toward the west-southwest between four islands, namely Silano, Hunonghon, Ibuson, and Alberian. And then Thursday, March 28, in the morning of Holy Thursday, they anchored up island where the previous night they seen a light of bonfire. On March 28, after a fire on island, the crew anchored near it. Near it, they encountered a small boat called Isboloto with the 8 men and slave from Sumatra. And native of Sumatra spoke them and they accepted the captain general. A native of Sumatra threw them out of ship to gain their trust. 2 hours later, and 2 large boats and called is Balanghay, and the king we know more languages than the locals ordered some of his men to enter the ship. The captain general showed great honor to the men who entered the ship.
Sabi naman dito, ayon kay Pigafetta, isa daw sa mga unang interaction is nung paglalakbay ni Magellan, merong dalawang katutubong pinuno. The Raha of Mazua and the Raha of Butuan. So dumalo sila sa isang event which is the Eastern Sunday, and on March 31, nagpadala si Magellan ng isang pare at ilang mga tauhan to prepare for a mass. Kasama ang interpreter para ma-inform ang local king na ang kanilang pagbisita was for religious purposes only. So after nun, nanatili sila sa isang isla ng Mazua ng 7 araw at noong April 4, umalis sila patungong Cebu. So this narrative highlights the ceremonial and diplomatic efforts Magellan employed during his expedition.
Here's our primary resources. Work of the Jesuit Miguel A. Bernardo entitled Butuan or Limasawa, the site of the first mass in the Philippines. Our examination of evidence 1981. And the next is in Pigafetta's account, a crucial aspect of Butuan was not mentioned by the river. And lastly, it can pointed out that later after Magellan's death, the survivors went to Magellan's death, went to Mindanao, and seemingly went to Butuan. Pigafetta then vividly described a trip in the river. But please take note that this account already happened after Magellan's death. This suggests that some geographical details were overlooked and re-evaluation of historical narratives. And ang role nito is to gain fuller understanding of early events in the Philippines. And that's all po. Thank you.